You're listening to Needless to Say, another disgraceful member of the Damaged Goods Podcast Network. Check out us and other great shows at damagedgoodsinc.com.
Families, friends, decorated faculty, and of course, fellow graduates. It is my distinct pleasure to welcome you to today's commencement exercise at the historic Raised Ranch Basement Academy. 365 days ago, we entered the academy as children. We came through these wood-rotted doors, wide-eyed and full of hope. We walked into this round-tabled classroom, eager to learn from our masters, absorbing information and knowledge in search of a grail that would lead us to the promised land of radio stardom. Today, we walk out these doors as graduates, as accomplished future industry leaders, as men ready to take on the world. That's right, friends and colleagues. We have graduated to the next step in our podcasting careers and landed this show onto an actual network of like-minded assholes. And not just regular assholes. Not white women talking about their kids on Instagram assholes. Not assholes who forget to signal before turning their Blumpkin-ready saddlebags into a Little Caesars. No, these are assholes of the first order. Our kind of assholes. Assholes who look past the media and mock the actual stories. Assholes who would call their own mothers assholes before conceding to dummies. Assholes who would call their mothers the next day to remind them of what assholes they were being the day before. And there is no better place for us to be. But before we grab our portable rig and head out to the great unknown, let me take this opportunity, as the only person in the room who has graduated anything, to bestow two pearls of wisdom and truth. First, unlike most commencement speeches, I'm not going to speak about how the future is yours for the taking. It's not. You're not promised shit, and we're living proof. The future is yours for the earning, kind of like how we earn this spot on a podcast network. Remember that guy that jerked off in the back of your classroom while carving up that fucked up Led Zeppelin Zoso thing onto his desk? Yeah, he owns the largest Mazda dealership in southern New England. And he's home fingering the nanny while his wife, your high school girlfriend, is out buying Kate Spade bags. Well, it's not like they're gonna make any more of them. Us? Well, we're smart, semi-educated, at least on this side of the podium, and we're still checking couch cushions for chalupa money. Guys who drooled their way through economics are now accountants. Guys who proved they can't do radio are dominating America's bandwidth, and worthy shows like ours have been relegated to hundreds of downloads, not tens of thousands. In other words, we have a chance now. Let's not fuck this up, boys. Secondly, you might be tempted to look around this graduation and get nostalgic about the past. Well, fucking don't. It's real easy to look and say, those creaky ghetto stairs represent our feet climbing towards greatness. In reality, it means they have termites and rot. Sure, we had some great times in the beginning of this show, but that doesn't mean they're as memorable as you think. I'm sure the guys in federal lockup have some fun playing dice for toilet moonshine. Doesn't mean they'd go back to relive them. The origins of our podcast life were like those stairs. Loose, weak, poorly constructed, and covered in cat piss. But we managed to do something better, and now here we are, on a true network with people who fucking get it. We won't have to apologize, we won't have to explain, we won't have to make excuses, we can just be us, to 10,000 plus more waiting ears. So, as we unfurl our diplomas, I have but one last piece of advice to bestow, and it's for the maestro. Stop the pomp before I give you a circumstance, throw your cap in the air, and hit my fucking music.
Hello, welcome back to Needless to Say. I'm Craig. I'm here with Mike and Brad. So that was it's graduation week,
Yes.
and we've graduated, boys. Things have happened.
I feel good about it.
I do too.
Something new to me.
I feel
graduating.
like this is like digital puberty.
Right?
I feel like we're going through some changes. This is what we've wanted since we started this
Yeah.
thing.
Yes.
All we've ever wanted when we started doing this was to get a wider audience.
Yeah.
We wanted people to hear this.
Some recognition.
And so I went out in the last couple of weeks. Actually, this turned around real quick. And I said, hey, you run a network. We have a show. Can we make this work?
Can we? Yeah. Yeah.
And that son of a bitch said, oh, yeah, well, we'd love to have you on our show.
Yep.
And then, like 8 minutes later, we got an email. Welcome to the network.
Yeah. Which was awesome, man.
Definitely.
Well, that's
Yeah.
the kind of vetting process I like. I wish Mike's career hunt was that easy. I wish that there wasn't such a background check and all that.
Yeah.
But no, these guys are fucking awesome.
They are.
I mean, we've been hanging out with them all week.
Yeah.
I'm really, really digging. We're on like a Slack chat, and we're
Psych, man.
sharing some ideas. A whole lot of intelligent shit going on.
Fun people.
Like not in
man.
the group chat. No, there's nothing intelligent in there.
Hell
Nothing
no.
at all.
Hell no.
And today I think I put a picture of a girl shaking her ass and a kangaroo jerking off side by side like a double frame. So yeah, that
I've
was
never
the
been
extent
so
of that.
confused in my life. I didn't know which one to fucking look at more. I was just like, wow.
Yeah, but you were jerking off regardless.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
You were all set. No, everybody there's been real cool. They've been real welcoming.
No, they've been awesome.
And
Great
I
group
realize
of people,
now,
man.
though, you know, after listening to all the other shows on the network, and we're going to mention them later. We're going to talk
Yes.
about all the
Yeah.
stuff. But I realize now the reason they brought us around is because we're obviously the designated drivers of the Damage Goods Network.
They all needed a designated driver. So,
These motherfuckers are high. I'm sitting here drinking a diabetic-friendly fucking seltzer.
yeah.
These guys are drinking like the epitome of white trash. I mean, I see 3 Bud Light bottles across from me, one of them in a koozie that says Ashman.
That's me.
And that makes us the sober ones.
Yeah.
So, but we're going to talk about it in a minute. But honestly, gentlemen, our first toast of the evening to our first show and to our new friends at the Damaged Goods
Damaged
Network.
Goods.
Oh,
man.
yes, baby.
We love you guys already.
Cheers, guys.
But that, my friend, was my week in review. So, Craig, I throw it to you. Or actually, Mike, talk to me.
Well, guys, as you know, I started my new job this week.
You did.
What fun. It's great.
You did.
Awesome. My whole 15...
Yeah, it's fucking the fucking you. I don't even think you were you still on the job when you were complaining to us about it.
Yes. The first fucking day, man. But fucking, we'll talk about that later. But
I just want to know, is there a severance package they're already preparing for you?
yeah, severance. Yeah, I know.
But it's
He's on his way out.
they're going to throw
Yeah.
you a $1 item. Get the fuck out of here.
You get to pick 3 things.
Yeah.
And then we kick your ass out.
Like storming out with a fucking bag of plastic forks.
A rubber ball.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
And a fucking shower cap.
Men.
Envelope of 3rd edition Garbage Pail Kids. And then the 2006 hockey stickers.
Yeah. No, those are worth more than $1.
And a pack of Jesus playing cards.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know, they're all over the place, dude.
Sucks. They all got holes in them.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
But they float on water. Oh, shit. I can do that all night.
Dollar Tree. Yeah, well, I mean, you got to work, you know, I guess.
Yeah, you
right?
do. You do. You got to work. Hey, it's like
It's
you
a
said.
stepping stone, man.
It's
You know, it's a stepping
yep.
stone.
That's
To
it.
what?
The $2.
Family. It's a family dollar.
Is there like a Dollar General career path you're following here? I was in there today. I dropped $40. I couldn't believe, and that wasn't 40 items.
And then he rented a U-Haul truck.
Load that shit up, boys.
No, I bought like razor blades and a couple water guns for the kids.
Oh, the
And I was
water
like,
guns.
I walked out at $38 at Dollar General. They lie. They lie. At least you work for an honest company. Because my shit's going to break just as fast as your actual $1 shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
no doubt, man.
No. I got mine comes from Taiwan. Yours comes directly from China. That's the only difference I can think of.
But yeah, all week long, I've been fucking working nights. I don't work nights.
Yeah,
So
your
my-
wife told me about
my-
that.
You
fucking-
don't see nights.
No, yeah,
Bed by 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Sun's still up when you go to bed.
But it's
Your
fucked
wife
up because
told me you don't work at night.
yeah,
I know.
my fucking routine is all fucked up.
routine. You got a routine?
So yeah, I do, and it's fucked up now. But it's and the only cool thing is like I'm up in the morning, so I've been playing video games with my sister during the day, which is cool because I don't get to talk to her that much. You know, like see her that much because she works nights normally now.
Yeah.
You know, she's a nurse, so she works nights. So we haven't talked that much lately, and you know, me and my sister talk all the time.
yeah.
And it's been that's been fucked. So it's been actually kind of cool to be able to hang out during the week, like fucking. And right away she's like, "Let's play some video games." I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
she's a video game.
That's
fanatic.
cool, but I always feel
awesome.
like the video games or the movies or sitting in my yard and drinking and listening to all the shows on the Damaged Goods Network.
Yeah,
Yes.
That was always my reward for a good day's work.
yeah,
I couldn't imagine getting up in the morning and be like, well, I got 8 hours to kill.
yeah. It sucks.
Because
Oh,
to
it
me,
sucks.
like my
It's terrible.
reward should be the end of the day, not at
Yeah.
the beginning. So like I'd have fun. I'd do it, but I always be like, oh shit, I got to start getting ready, and
It sucks. The last day, yesterday, what I did was about 2:00. I fucking went to sleep. I laid
Yeah.
down on the couch and took a nap for a little bit, and then got up, fucking pissed.
Yeah, it fucking sucks, man.
So I was like, I'm not doing that
I
again.
mean, I did
You know?
second shift for years too. That's the only thing that I hated about it too.
It's
It's,
just
like that
awkward.
anticipation of going to work. You know what I mean?
You can't
Unless you wake up right at the time that you're gonna go. But
yeah.
I
it's
work at
fucking weird.
home, and I spend every Monday morning from 6:30 in the morning until 9 o'clock in the morning devising ways to call out without calling out sick.
Yeah.
Because you can't really call out sick when you work remotely. Because they're like, okay, drag your ass upstairs.
Yeah,
Put on a
home.
robe.
Yeah, you're
Put on a
already
robe.
home.
Okay, take some Benadryl.
Yeah.
Do what
Shut
you
off
gotta
the
do.
camera so we don't see the snots coming out of your nose. Whatever.
Exactly.
or anything else that happens in that fucking.
If you're too weak to type,
Yeah.
okay, then go to a hospital.
Yeah,
and
you
then
need some
call us.
fucking
So I've been trying to find unique ways. So I'm like, well, do I tell them my children are sick?
children.
And that's kind of thank you.
It's been
That's
a while.
kind of a sick thing to do because you're
Yeah.
like wishing illness on your children. I mean, I'm not above that. Don't get me wrong. But then there's like, well, should I tell them I'm out of town because of a sick or dead relative?
Yep.
They have no idea how big my family is, and they know I'm half Italian, so that could be hundreds.
And it could be hundreds of
hundreds.
people. Yeah.
All of them named
Yep.
Marianne.
My 6th cousin died in. I gotta
Yeah,
go.
no shit.
Yeah.
But no, unfortunately, I never quite nut up. And I always end up just going. And by the time I'm 2 hours in, I'm fine. But
That's
that
how
first
you are,
hour
though, man. You're
sucks.
just fucking.
Yeah.
You're gung ho about what you fucking thought, man.
Well,
That's how
I
you
spend
are.
my life looking over my shoulder. The problem with working remote is you're always waiting for the other shoe to drop. You're waiting for them to come up with a reason not to have you.
Right.
So that's the downside to what I do. But
Send your boss naked pictures. You'll fucking no.
Fired.
All right, you're done. Never mind. Forget it.
Not because of the naked pictures.
I think we've discussed that I'm the oldest guy in my office by a country mile.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so nobody needs creepy naked Brad showing up in that Slack chat. Check out my hanging brains
Oldie porn, like.
Holy porn.
on Olden Pond.
Fucking cocoon.
Nah, but so that was it. But one of the cool things I saw during the day, because I was like awake for breaking news. You know what I mean? It was fucked up, but it was great because we talked about this last week because we covered the Roseanne thing about what what she did, and that's still all dragging on.
Well, we asked her the question,
And
which was Samantha Bee.
and then and Samantha Bee had and then she made a public apology, and it was hands down one of my favorite public apologies I can ever made, because she's a comedian, you know what I mean?
Sort of.
And no, but
agree.
what I'm saying is I just liked it because she was fucking right about everything she said.
Well, she was open.
You
It's
know?
like a lot of times
Yeah, it wasn't-
public apologies are fucking like with hidden this.
I read it,
that,
and
but-
she doesn't sound like a PR person wrote it, which I
No.
appreciate.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
I think she wrote it, and I think she was great on the Daily Show. But we've also been very clear. I don't like her on this show, but I'm
No,
willing. I
yeah.
haven't heard. I mean, I read some of it. I haven't heard the full thing.
The best part is I love that there's jokes in it.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it's serious, but there's some jokes in it that were fucking hilarious.
Okay.
And I got it right here, so I'll read it quick. And it's a lot of people were offended and angry that he used an epithet to describe the president's daughter and advisor last week. It's a word I've used on the show many times, hoping to reclaim it. This time, I used it as an insult. I crossed the line. I regret it, and I do apologize for that. The problem is that many women have heard that word at the worst moments of their lives. A lot of them don't want that word reclaimed. They want it gone, and I don't blame them. I don't want to inflict more pain on them. I want this show to be challenging, and I want it to be honest. But I never intended it to hurt anybody, except Ted Cruz. which I love. Then it said, many men were also offended. Who? What the? Who? Fucking really?
Yeah,
many men were offended. Pussies. But by my use of the word, I don't care about that. Good. I hate that this distracted from more important issues. I hate that it did something to contribute to the nightmare of the 24-hour news cycle that we're all white-knuckling through. I should have known that a potty-mouthed insult would be inherently more interesting to them than the juvenile immigration policy. I would do anything to help those kids. I hate that this distracted from them. So to them, I am so sorry. And look, if you're worried about the death of civility, don't sweat it. I'm a comedian. People who hone their voices in basement bars while yelling back at drunk hecklers are definitely not paragons of civility. I'm really sorry that I said that word, but you know what? Civility is just nice words. Maybe we should all worry a little more about the niceness of our actions, okay? Thank you for listening. Fantastic fucking apology right
Goddamn
there.
right it was.
Yeah.
That was like fucking nailed it. I just think that's.
I think
it was
she
an
saw.
apology. She was.
It was an apology with an explanation with that we can understand, which is what it should be. I
Not
think.
even that. It was an apology. I'm sorry you're fucking so soft and fucking pussified.
Yeah, exactly.
That you
The
fucking took
explanation.
offense to a fucking joke.
I mean, I go back and forth on this. I don't like Ivanka Trump.
No.
I don't like her.
No, I don't
Okay,
either.
I think she's cold, but we said this last week. That's the only C word I would use to describe her.
Yeah.
I don't think she warranted that kind of attention.
No.
I thought she was low-hanging fruit, and I wanted to believe that somebody that worked at The Daily Show would have been a little better than that.
Yep.
Okay? No problem. If she earns the title cunt, then fucking have at it.
Yeah.
But all she's doing right now is running a fashion line and occasionally chiming in on some meaningless politics.
Yeah.
She doesn't matter.
Right.
So why
No.
did you feel the need to sit here and pinpoint her? She's a mother. She's a wife. I know who her dad is,
Yeah.
and I know what the public opinion is. But why are you going after her right now? You want to go after him? Go after him.
Yep.
Okay. Lord knows he gets it every day.
Oh yeah. And
I don't know if you go on
deserves it fucking 90% of the time. You know?
Go on Twitter.
But-
He's not the most popular guy out there. I mean, I don't
It's
know
the
if you've
whole-
noticed.
It's the whole low hanging fruit thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
it was a
And if
cheap
you-
joke, and
yeah.
she's better than that.
Yeah, every
I don't
once
think
in a
she's
while.
hilarious, but she's better than that.
No, I don't think she's
So
hilarious either. but
that
she's-
was not an apology, though.
no, it wasn't.
It wasn't an
It was an
apology.
explanation of what to me. That's
it
what it
wasn't
seemed
so
like.
much-
I think
it
it
was
was
a jab.
It was a brushing off of the
yeah,
shoulder.
yeah.
Brushing
exactly.
off. Yeah.
She got rid of that like a bad case of fleas.
Yeah.
That's what that
It's like,
was.
hey, this happens like this.
and you know what
that's how
happened?
it
Her
is.
crowd, the 19 people that make up her studio audience, went, "Yay! You're the
exactly.
fucking best."
Yep.
And you know what? It's done.
It's done.
There will be no
But
further mention
that's
of
why,
Samantha.
That's
Bee.
why I liked it, because it was straightforward. She was like, you know what? Yeah, I said it. Fuck you, I said it. Fuck you, that the fact that it took up news. You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
there's-
yeah,
there's
I'll give you
other,
that.
There's fucking other more important shit going on in the world than the fact that she called her a cunt. Because how many people are called cunts every day? I fucking called some fucking person a cockhead today driving because they fucking cut me off.
You should have
You
called
know
him.
what I mean?
Should have called him a cunt.
So that's not news.
I spent 17 minutes calling people cunts at a minor league baseball game tonight.
Exactly.
Just because they were getting in the way of my son's little league team marching on the field.
And half of the people that were so offended by it in their head never thought that person's a fucking cunt.
Not
You
only,
know?
well, that's just it. I mean, if you're offended by somebody calling you a cunt, it's probably because you're a cunt.
Yeah.
And that's really it.
Yeah.
You know, I like the fact that she acknowledged that this should not be taking up actual news.
That's what I mean. That was my favorite part of it.
But you can go back to November 2016 about things that should not be taking up our time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
In the
Well,
actual
it'll be-
news.
well-
You know, people are dying every day. Okay, there's real financial problems all across this country, and we're talking about the Twitter habits of the leader of the free world.
Yeah, exactly.
We've already cornered him on this. Okay, we're all about equality here, and I think we're gonna corner him for being a douchebag on Twitter.
Yeah.
Get the fuck off Twitter.
That's
but
it.
at the same time, he's going to keep doing it as long as we keep talking about
Yeah.
it.
of course.
Yeah.
Even dickhead shows like ours.
Yep.
Okay, we're mentioning his Twitter habits and we're making jokes about it. He's getting the attention he wants.
Right.
Okay, anybody who's surprised that Donald Trump in 2018 wants attention, this man
Doesn't know who he is.
this man started a TV show to hire celebrities to
And
be
fire him.
to be fake employees for a company that doesn't exist.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yet we're surprised when he wants attention on social media. We're fucking clowns. This whole country.
Yep.
Yeah,
We're
it
fucking
is.
No,
clowns.
it's true.
It's just fucked up fucking when people need to I think being offensive is like the new fad. It almost seems like, you know what I mean? Obviously.
No, it's not. It's the opposite. It's
I mean, no, being offended.
being
I should
offended.
say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not
all right,
being
all right,
offensive.
All right. Yep.
But being offended is like the new fad, like the new woe is me and woe. It's like
Like I said
it's
in
been
my
going on forever. All of a sudden, what the fuck?
Like
Can I
I
say
said in my
something?
intro
Can I
last
interrupt
week-
you
Go
though?
ahead, brother.
I am totally shocked. I cannot get over the fact that your beard isn't hitting the microphone right now.
right. I know.
had to chop
Mike
this
shaved
fucking
his
thing.
beard. Yeah. Down.
Well, he
it's
didn't
still
shave
here,
it. He
but-
trimmed it. He trimmed it.
Yeah.
But I'm watching you
was
clear
like-
this thing with room.
No, it was
It was like
ironic
half a
though,
foot
is he
long.
talked about yesterday because Mike's weed whacker broke and he said, and his father brought the new weed whacker over and I showed up today and his beard's gone.
Yeah, and the weed whacker doesn't work. Yeah.
No, because if you actually got hit with the weed whacker, we'd get that text. I can't record tonight, guys.
I got hit with the weed whacker.
I took a weed whacker to the chin. The second biggest thing to hit me in the chin this week.
Repeatedly.
Then he bought me a beer and I did it again.
Fuck you guys.
It was the only thing that hit you in the fucking chin at a fucking 1,000 RPM.
Remind me again. yeah, it's not a beard. It's a fucking shock absorber
Okay,
for a
but hold on.
high-speed cocksucker.
Hold
There
on,
you
that's
go.
it. That's it. Mike, you had a point.
Yeah.
No, you did. Go ahead.
That's
Go
gone.
ahead.
Yeah.
No, I
You
don't know.
lost that.
I shaved my beard.
No, but, no, but what is again? The fact is, I said it in my intro last week. She called her a cunt, and other people are offended. Why?
Because it's
If anything, Ivanka Trump should be offended and mad, and she should stand up. And actually, she did the right thing and didn't acknowledge it.
Of course. You gotta do that.
I think she's the one person in America who hasn't commented on this.
Yeah, that's what I
Ivanka
mean.
Trump
And
has had
whatever,
nothing
fuck
to
it.
say on
No.
this.
And it would have
It's
just
got
went
nothing to say.
away. But everybody's gonna jump to the defense.
Everyone.
Everybody's gonna white knight this fucking. Here I am. I will stand up for you.
Everyone is. It's a
like,
fad.
shut
It's
the
a
fuck up.
fucking
What do
fad.
you care?
It's a fucking.
You
fad.
know?
Do you know what I hate? That people think they can get microphones and a fucking computer and sit in a basement and start spouting out. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, no shit. What the fuck gives them the right?
Yeah.
Damn it.
No, but I found the whole thing fucked up.
sickening,
And
man. This whole fucking I mean, the don't get me wrong, the Me Too movement and all that shit. I mean,
No, that's
fucking-
legitimate.
It should have been
That's fucking
It should
legitimate.
always be that way. Respect fucking people.
Yeah.
Respect
I just
each
wish
other.
I was a fucking movie producer before that happened.
Yeah, no
I didn't
shit.
know the rules were like that. Like I'd be
know.
like, fuck, oh shit, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know I couldn't touch you there, and I didn't know
like,
I could fucking grab you by the back of the
I'll
head.
give you a
and,
job. Come over here.
Yeah, it's just fucked up. I don't know,
But
but it's just a rare thing that it all comes out now. It's like all it's fucking like feast or famine. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
kind of one of those
It's-
things.
yeah.
Like, you know.
And it's happening and fucking.
I mean, I am seriously, man. I'm really happy that fucking it's out there because what the fuck? Obviously, now we're finding out about all this shit that these fucking women and men have gone through. You know,
yeah,
and it's
but-
fucked up. Sometimes, you
So,
know,
but that's a different scenario other than somebody called somebody a
Yeah,
cunt.
yeah.
Big fucking deal.
but it still,
You know what I
but it
mean?
still stems down to the.
I mean,
the-
granted, it's somebody. Yes, it's the president. It's the office of the United States of America, not so much the president. You know what I mean? It's a little disrespectful to that, but what the fuck ever at this point. You know what I mean?
So what,
Come
man?
on,
It doesn't matter.
There's the fucking last few presidents have been offensive.
Are you kidding
To
me?
the fucking office.
Yeah,
you know,
not
Yeah,
just that,
so-
but people have said so much crap about our last president and shit. It's not. Why should it
Just
be
for the
any
record,
different
making
this
fun of the president, making fun of the government is not new.
No, it's
We've been
definitely
doing
not
this
new.
for 60 years.
Fucking,
Yeah.
I'm sure there was all
Longer
kinds
than
of
that,
fucking like wooden teeth fucking jokes about fucking George Washington.
Do you know how many?
Whatever.
Like, Thomas Jefferson's got splinters on his dick.
Yes, exactly.
Pretty sure they weren't alive at the same time. But
Thomas Jefferson and George Washington?
No, yeah, they were.
I wasn't talking about Thomas Jefferson from fucking moving on up. Fucking.
That's George,
that was
man.
George. You idiot.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, I may not have my AP history down.
Yeah.
Whatever. But I got my TV history down.
They were around.
You fucking clown.
I think they were around at the same time.
Of course they were.
Okay then.
What are you guys out of your fucking minds right now?
All right, but I didn't think they just.
Questioning that?
All right, but I don't think they chilled. I don't think they were like just like they were riding on horseback and they saw each other and they stopped and honked and waved. Like I don't think that happened. Like,
It was a joke about George Washington's wooden teeth and Thomas Jefferson having fucking splinters in his pecker.
Yeah, that was funny.
I'm just trying to make you look stupid. Fuck off.
I know.
You don't. you don't
on
have
my fucking
all
joke.
you need to make him look stupid is that fucking mirror right there. That mirror. That
Stupid
mirror.
No, stupid
Stupider,
Stupid
yeah, stupider.
Nah. But yeah, but you know what? So fuck all that. We're probably gonna have to make a public apology of our own after this.
I hope so.
But
I hope so because I hope they hear it.
yeah.
Can I lead off with a statement?
Yes.
Fuck Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah. Cheers to that guy.
I'm raising a glass.
Yeah.
I'm raising a fucking
Fuck
glass.
that guy.
Give me a fucking toast for that one,
Here
baby.
you go, you fucking Food
That
Network.
guy actually literally probably ate a dick.
He probably ate a lot of different dicks.
He ate the dick of the guy that found him the next morning. Because who the fuck else had the key other than that fucking wax statue chef, that Eric Repair guy? This guy looked like an extra in Schindler's List. Walks out there, fucking blue eyes and waxy skin. Walks in and is like,
Schindler's
"Hello,
List.
Anthony, Antoine, are you here? Are you here?" And he's like, "Well, you texted me. You said you were hanging out."
Hanging out.
Fuck that
He's
guy.
hanging in. He's hanging in.
Such a dick.
I am so tired of this guy. I don't even know if he's actually a chef. Everybody was like acclaimed television chef Anthony Bourdain. I don't think he actually got his fucking degree. He's just an arrogant prick in a fucking
that.
leather jacket walking around telling you your food sucks.
Yeah.
Fuck that
exactly.
leathery piece of crap.
Fuck him.
He's
And then
dead.
he goes to other countries because the fucking
And
channels.
everything's the best. Everywhere he goes.
Or it's the worst.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no
Asia.
I'm sure that fucking sloth, foreskin, and ball sack was the fucking most delicious
Exactly.
fucking thing
Oh,
you
it's
ever
a
ate.
delicacy.
Exactly.
It's a
Yeah.
delicacy.
Oh, look at me. I'm up in Spanish Harlem. I'm eating fucking eyelids from fucking...
Yeah.
And he's like, most of you aren't cool enough to travel above 120th
Yeah.
Street, New York City. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
And actually, you know what? He listened to me because he did this morning. So what's a good wine pairing for fucking rope? Fuck that guy.
And yeah, exactly. Like what was so
Something
it must
dry.
have been, it must have been fucking so tough traveling the globe. Fucking having going to fucking every fancy place you could fucking imagine.
What?
In places
I know.
that people fucking dream about going to.
Oh, this sucks. I'm gonna
You
kill
know what I mean?
myself. Fuck
And
it.
he's like, fucking not paying a dime and actually getting paid for it. he's like, this is just too much.
Look,
let me fucking
suicide-
stop
look,
at Ace Hardware and get a
You
fucking
guys,
rope.
look, suicide is a fucking major. Obviously, it's not anything funny, but fuck him.
Sometimes.
Fuck him. Fuck him.
We've had our fun on the
you
show.
know?
We're not making fun of the illness.
No.
Okay,
No,
but this guy,
definitely not.
he's been an arrogant douchebag his entire career.
one.
He's never showed any indication he has children.
Yes.
He has a wife.
I had no idea.
I
Brad.
have family members that kill themselves. So I'm not fucking separated from this.
Okay, but this guy was
know what I
tweeting
mean?
as of yesterday, talking about how great his life was and how great his meal was. Yeah, nobody knows what mental illness looks like. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm tired of the people coming out of nowhere and saying, "Oh my God, what a tragedy! What is this or what is that?" I mean, we're doing the fucking Tom Petty thing again. We're doing the Chris Cornell
Yeah.
thing again. I don't want to do that again. But this guy spent his life shitting on other people.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
doing drugs, his fucking
He's a heroin
on and
addict.
off. He was a fucking.
I can't wait for the toxicology report. My wife doesn't think it'll come out.
It's gonna be.
I
yeah.
hope that I guarantee you there's drugs in this
Guaranteed.
system.
Oh,
Guaranteed.
yeah.
Something made him that sad that he
Guaranteed.
felt like there was no
Well, you
Yeah,
other
look at him. He
sucks,
looked
man.
like a fucking walking pop figure. He's fucking 6 feet tall. His head was fucking 9 feet wide, and his body was fucking like a
Don't
pencil.
fucking listen. Now you're gonna piss Brad off.
Now you
don't
are.
Talk
Now
bad
you
about, don't talk bad about pop figures.
First
kid.
of all, a dead Anthony Bourdain pop figure is worth a lot.
A lot. Yeah.
You have to keep
original-
it. It's got to
the
be
original's
in the
worth a lot.
box. In the
In the
box.
box. With the rope accessory.
That's right.
and a couple of recipes tucked in the side.
There's like a fucking tilted over wine glass and some fucking extra pills in the bottom of the box.
If you can find, like the pop figures, the thing is they have one or two in every shipment that has like a variation, and that's what they call like those are the rare ones.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
guarantee you, there's like one Anthony Bourdain pop figure with him bending over Guy Fieri,
Yeah.
and it's like the Flavortown special.
special.
I'm all for that. I just wish he was fucking with Alton Brown in that fucking hotel room. I really do. That son of a bitch. Yeah. Here's my ass. Good eats?
Good eats.
Good eats.
Yeah, let me get this hair out of my teeth.
Yeah.
I watch the cooking shows. I watch them. I'm not. I realize we're on a new network with some mean people, but I gotta say, I'm not desensitized to sickness. I'm not desensitized to that. Anthony Bourdain was not a good human being, and I don't
No.
care that he's dead. My own wife made
like
a big tribute to him today.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, fuck Anthony
ridiculous.
Bourdain.
Yeah, no, and I get it. And like I said, and Mike knows this. I had a family member kill herself. I was there and watched her do it. She drove her car full fucking speed in the parking lot full of people right into one of those light posts. With the big concrete base at the bottom. And it was a horrible fucking thing.
Yeah.
And I witnessed that. And it was fucking terrible. I get it. But there's a different step
Yeah.
to it. You know what I mean? It's fucked up.
He was just a fucking asshole. man.
She was
That's
young.
me.
Your family member was not a douche nozzle that
Exactly.
ruined,
No,
ruined
and what
other
I'm saying-
people's
That's
careers.
what I'm
What
saying. I'm trying
she
to
was also not
differentiate it.
61 years old. She was a teenager who thought, this is the end of the world for me because something simple happened. And, depression.
Such a great
and at that
fucking girl,
age,
man.
At that age, you think, what the fuck? Like this is
went
everything's
to school
over.
with her.
You know how it is when you had your first girlfriend and she broke up with you and you're like, oh, I'm never going to get laid again. I might as well just end it.
And then 2
You know
seconds
what I
later,
mean?
you're in the fucking
But-
downstairs like whacking it like a bastard.
No, but what I'm saying, yeah. But what I'm saying
Sorry.
is, so
I'm sorry, kid.
things are compounded when you're that young.
Yeah, 'cause
So
you
that's
don't-
why a lot of
don't have the
teenage
experience.
suicides are fucking horrible because they don't realize what they're doing. This guy was 61 fucking years old with
And a
a
millionaire.
wife, with a wife and a child
And kids.
and fucking I don't give a fuck how depressed you are. Suck it up, you fucking pussy, and fucking deal with it for your family, and fucking. You know what I mean?
It's
and
tough,
fucking
man.
do
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
well-
please. He didn't do this on his own. Heroin was there to help.
Yeah, and fucking so
I'm
good.
sure he's got fresh track marks in that fucking corpse is.
I'm sure.
And you know what? I'm not sorry for saying it. Okay, fuck that. But that aside, the man made his career of telling people why your food was good or why your career was over.
Yeah.
Okay, and he relished. He'll tell you otherwise.
Oh, yeah.
but
No,
he
but he
relished in
telling
destroying
people.
people.
Yeah.
He loved
and
it.
I made the Guy Fieri joke. Okay, but the truth is, Guy Fieri has hurt nobody in his life.
No.
No
everything,
one.
everything he eats
He
is
may
the
be a
best thing.
hack. He might be a
Yeah.
hack.
And he's probably psyched that fucking Bourdain's
Well, I don't think he's crying tonight. I
No,
think he's
definitely
sleeping
not.
well.
Yeah.
But Guy Fieri may be a hack. He may run stupid food names, but he's never hurt
No,
anybody.
he's
Yeah,
a good guy.
yeah.
He's a good
But
guy.
Anthony Bourdain went out of his way to
crush
hurt this
people.
man's
yeah,
career.
Yeah.
It's tough, man. It's,
So if I'm losing an ounce of sleep over Anthony Bourdain cornelling himself,
Yeah.
not a drop.
Fuck him.
Not a
I mean,
drop.
what the
And I didn't
fuck?
mean to get all dark for a minute there, but I was just explaining where I stand.
You're just
on
getting
that.
real, brother.
No,
You're
yeah,
just
guys
getting real.
explain it where I was
If
on
he
this.
fucking was found dead with his cock in his hand and fucking and shit, would it be different? Would he be having like all these fucking like tributes to him and everything? You know what I mean? What was so different?
One
about
thing if he
fucking-
was flying to fucking Papua New Guinea to eat a fucking nutsack and fucking the plane crash inside of a mountain, then it'd be like, oh, that sucks. You know what I mean?
Well, because
Yeah,
he
but
never
he
ate
put-
that nutsack.
Yeah, I was gonna say you probably ate a nutsack,
And the world will never know just how wonderful that nutsack was. He didn't get a chance to impart his wisdom.
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a nutsack?
That's
One?
right. And then he had to travel to Papua New Guinea to figure it out.
We are fucking bad.
We're not bad.
No.
We're not bad. I told you, we're still like the clean ones on this
Yeah, I
network.
know. It's fucking.
We got to
unbelievable.
up our game a little bit.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's funny though. We were talking about hog in hand, and then Craig got up and took a piss.
Yeah, no shit. Kid, it's still there. Don't worry, dude.
And I'm watching him through the crack. He's rushing. Come on, squeeze it out, brother.
Squeeze. You had to flush that toilet.
Squeeze
didn't
it
you?
out. Don't wash your hands. Nobody cares.
We're recording, right?
Not Russian.
No.
Portuguese,
Not
motherfucker.
Portuguese.
And from what I gather, you're a little bit black. Every show on this network's
Oh,
got a
hell
black.
yeah. And I was excited, and I mentioned this to you right off the bat.
Yep.
And I said, I got to start talking to Sith because now I got a perspective here. You know?
Oh my god.
Fucking, I got somebody to share my plate with.
Everybody on this network's got a black guy. Now we got you.
And that's right. It's not a joke. You seen it? You seen the results?
I have seen the results. I also saw them in your handwriting.
No.
The
It's
web-
the truth.
Brother, I seen your
The we-
junk. You ain't black, dude.
Yeah, and by the way, the website's not called 23 and Free.
23.
You fucking saw the results. It's something that I fucking knew it all my life.
Thanks for having me, brother.
Oh, what else is going on?
shit.
Well, we had
there's-
mentioned it. Should we talk a little bit more about this podcast network? We keep
yeah.
mentioning. You mentioned
Wait.
Sith.
Yeah.
Okay, we mentioned-
Well, what the hell? It's
Fucking awesome people, man. I love it.
On new friends, man.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm
I
excited.
am.
We
I don't know
met.
about
am.
friends. I don't know if they like us, but
We'll find
we're
out.
trying.
They're tolerating us right now.
tolerating
That's a
They're
good
tolerating
thing.
us right now. We'll see. Maybe next week we're not on the network anymore. Yeah, we'll find
Watch
out.
how quickly our fucking image just disappears in the bottom right corner there.
All of a sudden, I'm going to go on Slack. I'm like, why can't I get in that room? I got blocked.
You have been blocked out.
Yeah.
It came together quickly. We had gone to a network a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Just a few weeks ago. We mentioned them on here. I won't call them out by name, but they were.
I'll do it. Can I do it?
Please do.
No, I don't. No.
I'll do it. Speak easy.
Okay.
Yeah, that was it. And what's ironic is I actually copied and pasted that same email and sent it to the guys.
Yeah,
that
you
did
did.
this.
I
Like a
saw
dick.
That. That was awesome,
What a
dude. That
dickhead.
was awesome, man.
I'm a dickhead.
Well, we were looking at a few of them.
You call him a dickhead. I said that was awesome. This is fucking. This is perfect.
No, well, we looked at a couple of networks and we said, let's reach out to these guys and try to get on them.
I
You know?
usually send a few to you. This one I kind of just went rogue.
It was fucking great.
And
Brad,
I
it
said,
was
you know what? They
awesome.
seem like guys like us. I saw a pot leaf. I saw an ass in the air.
You right?
I said, well, these seem like our kind of people.
Pot
Yeah,
leaf and an ass in the air.
So
Fuck
I just-
yeah, man. I'm
Damaged
in.
goods, just the title of it.
Well,
was
that's it.
Fucking
That's it.
perfect.
Because if there are two words that describe the three guys in this basement, I can't think of anyone better
Pot
than
leaves,
that.
asses
Yeah.
in the air, and
And damaged fucking goods.
Yeah.
sums it
So
up.
they had a little contact form, and I popped that email in there. And he writes me back within an hour or two. And he's like, this is not the Speakeasy Network, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
You're like a
that's right.
dickhead. He
That's
copied
right.
and pasted the whole thing and
But you know what? I
That's
owned
right,
it.
that's
I
right.
fucking owned it.
what? Hey.
I said to the guy, look, we're trying to get on a
We're real,
bigger
dude.
bigger stage. And he goes, I get it, man.
Yeah,
And he
they're-
goes, we're doing the same thing. And you know what?
They're
They've all
awesome.
been doing it the same amount of time that
Yeah,
we've been
of
doing
course,
it.
man.
So we can either sit here and continue to talk to the same however many thousand of people, or we can multiply that by 10.
Yeah. hell
Yep.
yeah, man.
And we can have some shows that go on and shows that come on here.
Exactly. And share a
Yeah.
good time with some other shows. Exactly.
That's it. I mean, I know that there's a girl on here I want to talk to.
Right? She's
I mean-
funny as a bastard.
Her name is Shade, and she's
Yep.
got my attention.
Really funny.
And
Awesome.
to my wife, I apologize, but I will be talking to Shade.
It's
Yeah.
all right. It's all right because your
It's
wife
so
has
funny
my
because
attention.
I'm talking to my wife and I'm telling her, I'm like explaining it to my wife and I'm like, Shade. And my wife's looking at me like I'm talking about like a stripper at a club.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's like, what? Shade? What do you mean?
Well,
I'm like,
I told my
no.
wife tonight, I'm like, well, right after the show, I'm gonna go and move my shit onto Lily Bongwater.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't know, she's listening, but also intriguing.
Definitely.
Yes. No,
No, this whole network's a bunch of like-minded people.
it's all
it,
good
man.
shows. I like the show. I've been listening to them and I like it. I like it.
man.
And I think we're surrounded by good people. So let's talk about some of the shows that are on here rather than just continue to talk about how we got here.
Yep.
I think one of the things we liked about it is that they're free speech.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, we're all
We're
about,
big time about that.
and I'm not talking like the political sense.
No.
We're just unapologetic. We say what we want, and like I said,
Apparently.
we're like the cleanest ones on this channel.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're like your fucking baby step
Yep.
into the Damaged Goods Network.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like we're your halfway house.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. But we got the actual show is Damaged Goods.
Yep.
Which may sound familiar.
The flagship.
Yeah, it's the
Yep.
flagship. It's what started this whole thing.
Yep.
It's run by a guy named THC,
Fucking great show, man. I love
and
it.
it's a lot of fun. And it involves a bunch of guys sitting around doing bad things to their body around
Sith
the
Lord
table.
and Fireball Jesus.
That's it.
Yep.
And
I
we're,
love
we're-
those
I know.
names.
Honestly,
That's
we don't have
great.
cool nicknames. We're
No.
Mike,
Yeah,
Craig, and Brad.
I know.
Yeah. This is stupid. I want to.
We gotta. Oh, we gotta come
yeah.
up with our own-
I'm changing my name right now.
Yeah.
I'm Nostril Messiah.
Oh, shit.
You're like neck thing Buddha,
Neck thing Buddha.
Can I be Fat Boy
Fucking
Mike?
dickhead.
and you're just Fat Boy.
All right.
Yeah,
thank you.
there you go.
Yeah.
Round face.
Damaged Goods, you know
Wrong
what? They like having fun. They like sitting around.
Yeah, they are. They're
make
fun.
they make shit gurgle in long pipes. They do what they do. Daddy issues? That's Shade and Lily.
Yep.
And they're doing their thing, talking about everything that's wrong with the men that we just described a few
Yeah.
seconds ago.
Yeah.
We got Clay Time. It's one guy.
Fucking funny as hell, man.
Clay
Ti-
Time's great.
Funny
Take
as
it
hell,
on, Clay
man.
Time.
I love Clay Time.
Yeah, but tell him the premise. The premise
all
of Clay
do.
Time is badass.
Yeah, it's because it's Clay Time in his basement.
But
His
the
wife
ba-
and kids are upstairs. They've kicked him down to the basement so he can smoke a cigar.
But it's not just, it's his soon to be ex wife.
Yeah.
Okay. His soon to be ex wife and his children live upstairs in the house that he pays for.
Yeah.
Okay. He's taken to downstairs and he does a podcast about the fact that he's divorcing the woman that he's paying for to live upstairs.
It's
awesome.
great. It's funny
I
as
love
hell.
this man. I want to send him a check. I fucking love this guy.
Yep.
Then we got beta testing,
Yep.
which is
great.
kind of an interesting concept. I don't know how this one's going to play out. This one I kind of like, though. We've got the fact that basically there's somebody who is kind of what they call a beta male.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't stand up for himself. Maybe he's not quite assertive enough.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
there's
we got a couple of those on this show.
yeah,
Fuck you.
Yeah, go
Hey,
upstairs.
fuck you, I said. Let's go on with the show. Okay.
We have one.
Okay.
Yeah, get me a sausage. Get me a sausage, you stupid motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then
you know what?
the whole idea behind it is that they're going to turn him into an alpha male,
Yeah.
and they've got a woman in there to
Guide him
do
along
just
the way.
that. And
Rope
I
him
think
along.
that has a lot of potential.
It does. And there's actually you can make suggestions. They have a phone number.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Just go to damagegoodsinc.com
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
all
there
of
you
it's
go.
laid out right there. Just click on the links.
Yeah, click on
Okay, when you see our faces, make a left.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
and then
right
click
there.
one of the other shows that you're not familiar with. And then finally, there's what is it, Baked and Awake?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's a show about weed.
No.
I
I thought it was a cooking show.
I listened to it this morning. I tell you what, guys.
I thought it was a guy who woke up early in the morning and made cookies.
Well, I mean, it was Anthony Bourdain's show, but he didn't wake up.
I put it on this morning. I went for a walk with my dog in the park. Fucking beautiful day in the morning. Come back home, go out on my deck, put it on, and it was like, this is great. It was just
because you were getting baked.
no, not at the time. It was before.
That's
that.
fucking amazing. I mean, listening to a show is like an edible.
Yeah.
That's fucking badass.
It was great.
No, I
looked
the
at
network's full of good shows.
Yeah.
Good people. It's a lot of fun.
My favorite part of
on
it, none of them are outside our age range.
No.
These are not fucking millennials.
No.
And these are not weird old hippies trying to recapture the last glimpse of their youth.
Am I
They're
the
people
oldest one
our
on the
age.
network again?
You
might be.
are definitely the senior citizen on this network.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, everybody on Damaged Goods and most of the people we're talking to, they're all in our age range. So I think we're all like-minded.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling good about this. I mean, who knows? They're going to hear this episode and be like, oh, fuck these guys.
Yeah, no shit.
Who knows? Who knows?
And we could probably get if we could get Anthony Bourdain to do a show, we could get one on here.
Didn't we do that
podcast.
last week when you did 20 minutes of silence?
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
I was thinking we do.
What are you gonna call a
Fucking Anthony Bourdain traveling the underworld. Tastes of Hades.
I fucking love it.
So I had to throw it back to that fucking motherfucker. Fuck that guy.
Anthony.
When's the funeral? Who gives a fuck? Move on.
All right, you know what, Craig? Enough. Okay, we know we don't fucking care about all that shit. But Mike, one thing we do care about. We've talked about your jobs. You were at the Salvation Army, then you weren't.
Yeah.
You were making cables, then you weren't. Then you went back to the Salvation Army, and then you weren't.
Yeah, I weren't.
Okay, now you're at a store. We're not going to name it by name, but there's $1 involved, a tree involved,
And sadness involved.
and a whole lot of sadness
A whole
involved.
lot of sadness, man.
Seriously, I mean, this is like poverty central.
Dude,
Right.
it was Poverty Central. Sounds like a new network that we got to get going on. Yeah.
Oh no, we're not leaving this network.
No,
yet.
no.
I'm pretty sure we can work Poverty Central into our current network.
Dude, I'm telling you guys, it was fucking ridiculous. I mean, I've had a few jobs in my life, but this fucking day.
In your life?
This year.
Okay,
You've
yeah.
had a few
but
jobs
that's
since
fucking-
Christmas. What are you talking about?
But dude, it was fucking ridiculous. You want to talk about a fucking first day? Of
It
work.
was, dude.
It was
When you ever
unbelievable.
called me, I
It
was like,
unbelievable.
What the
I couldn't.
I was like,
fucking
it's all
believe it either.
downhill from here. Every
you know
day's gonna
what?
be boring.
Yeah, it was so, dude. It was so bad. But all I kept thinking was like, oh my god, this is such great show material. This is nice. Like every bad thing that happened, I was like, oh yes, chalk it up, another one, bang. Fucking first thing that happens, we're there for like an hour, working an hour. Septic fucking system in the fucking place went.
Yeah.
So they had a fucking a septic truck there pumping fucking shit out of the fucking. out
But
of the
backed up. It's not like they were pumping out of the tank.
No,
It was backed up.
backed up, and
So,
it was nasty, dude.
stank.
And that truck and the septic truck was side by side with the semi truck that we were unloading. all right,
Nice.
for hours, and it fucking reeked. It was so bad, dude.
And this wasn't
It's
like
not-
hazing. This wasn't like first aid.
No, that's
thing.
what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what everybody. Hey, great first day, huh?
And
yeah,
the
it was
reason,
great.
the reason
And
why
in
it
my mind,
backed
I'm-
up was because it was fucking pouring out that day. That we had, it was
Yeah,
just
it was
fucking
raining. Yeah,
for
it was
fucking
raining.
hours.
It was either that or the fucking deuce that fucking somebody took fucking the day before over there. Oh my god, it was.
The day before, and it was still hanging out.
Oh, trust me, you got to see these
What the fuck
people.
happens in this store? I know exactly. I bought shit in there.
Yeah.
So I was just breathing in fucking dollar deuces and despair all fucking day, dude. It was terrible. It was
Oh
terrible.
my god, we got
That's
our
nine.
next T-shirt.
That's the
I'm so
beginning.
excited.
And then I have a woman, a wicked nice lady, older woman. She comes up to me. She's like, "Hey, excuse me, sir. Do you have one of those SKU scanners so I could see how much this item is. It's a fucking dollar
It's a fucking
store.
dollar store. That's it.
I'm
Everything's
like,
a dollar.
no, ma'am. Yeah, you always got to be nice. No, ma'am. Everything's a dollar. Yeah, trust me. Believe me. I'm not
Yep.
lying. It was just ridiculous.
Yeah,
man.
because you have such
I
a
go-
trustworthy face.
No, and I know
That's why I had to chop my beard down a little bit.
Everything's a buck there, and it's awesome because I go there with $100 bill, and I buy one thing, and then fucking it's awesome because then I go to strip fucking joint with the change.
Hit the fucking
Yeah, the fucking 99 $1 bills after that. I'm all set.
I'm surprised they didn't offer you the store. Yeah. You're walking around with $100. Here are the keys.
Everybody just leaves.
And then I'm fucking putting shit away, and I see a customer like across the store. He looks up at the ceiling, and then he looks down, and he's like, he's got a grimace on his face, like, what the, so I'm like, what the hell's going on over there? So I walk over there, and mind you, there was like 3 or 4 workers that walked by this area, and did nothing. All right. So I go over there and I look, and it's just fucking pouring fucking water coming out of the ceiling.
Roof's leaking.
Yeah, the roof's fucking leaking like a bastard. Nobody did anything. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I go to walk to the manager's office to go tell her, and I see a fucking $10 bill on the floor. Right?
Jesus Christ.
It's ridiculous, dude. I swear to God, I could not have written this fucking first day any better. But
That's your quarterly bonus.
so I fucking grab the $10. I give it to the manager. Oh, what does she do? She grabs it, puts it in her pocket.
Oh,
hey,
cool.
whatever.
Hell yeah.
Fuck it, I don't
Whatever.
know.
But that's whatever. Yeah.
Oh, you don't think they were testing you?
Yeah, well, I
That
don't
was
know.
totally a test.
Yeah. I
They
don't
wanted
know.
to make sure you weren't fucking
I
with them.
don't know. I really don't think.
Then
there's
what happened
cameras
is
in
the
that
fucking
place.
roof is leaking. Did you just grab one of those fucking $1 Tupperwares and put it on the floor?
No, you know what they did? They got one of those $1 kiddie pools and put it under there.
No,
I
sir.
swear to God, dude. An inflatable one, not
Wait,
one of those
hold on a
big
second.
plastic
There's
ones.
$1 kiddie
Did
pool?
they make you blow it up?
No, they didn't.
All right.
I would tell them to go fuck themselves
It
in a
would've took
heartbeat.
7
Are there
hours.
really
The place
$1
would've been
kiddie
fucking
pools?
Yeah,
flooded.
blow up ones that are like friggin' like.
No, I'm going to
3
buy
feet
like
across.
20 of them and set them up in my yard and call it a water park. I'm going to save myself so much fucking money on this summer's vacation. Fuck this noise. I'm just going to send the kids out there with vegetable oil and a fucking bunch of dollar store pool. Go slide down the yard.
Oh man, yeah. So we had fucking shit.
What
We had
the
shit
fuck?
flowing everywhere. We had rain in the ceiling. Fucking money. on
I
the
still think
floor.
if you stole that $1 to $10, I think you would have been fired.
Fired.
Yeah, I think they were
Yeah, it was
testing.
a-
Maybe
That
I
was a
should.
setup
You know,
like you
right
wouldn't
now
believe.
I'm kind of thinking I should have took that $10.
Absolutely, you put in 2 hardworking days.
It's like 2 days worth of work.
But and then because of the septic tank thing, fucking the bathrooms were closed. So we had an old man. He's like, can I use the bathroom? He's like really dying to go. And like, sorry, the fucking bathroom's
Yeah.
out of order. He fucking pissed his pants.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
It's on day 1.
Day 1.
Jesus.
Not even day
Oh,
1,
what
like
the
hour
fuck?
4. Is what it was.
Hour 4.
This all happened within 4 hours. Less than 4 hours.
Do you know what kills me is that he made it to hour 4 and,
Are you kidding me?
blew up our gambling big time.
Are you kidding me? After hour 1 and all this shit going on, I'm fucking staying. I'm gonna
That's
live.
fucked
I'm gonna
up.
just fucking
That's a
see what's
fucking
going on.
shitty day.
No, it wasn't shitty for me. I
Pissy
mean,
day.
whatever.
You want to call
It was a pissy day for the old man. I felt so
God
bad.
Anytime
Damn,
you see
guy.
old people, you should send them down the aisle with those fucking horse pads that you guys sell for $1 a piece for like whoever has like fucking like the menstruation of
Yeah.
the ages.
Oh yeah. I know. I put a bunch of them away yesterday.
Whoever just
Trust me,
decides
I
to like
know.
bleed and hemorrhage.
It's so fucked up. I couldn't believe it. My first day, everybody was like, "Holy crap! You had a fucking great first day."
That's fucked up. That's
was
fucking
great.
See,
insane.
I still love Dollar Tree though. I do. I ran into a few things there. I used to do this whole thing on Facebook. It was like bargain shopping
Yep.
with Brad.
Yeah.
And
You
one,
did-
I found a mini salad spinner, and I thought that would have been a cool thing to have for lunch because I'm trying to be healthy and lose weight and all that. But I was going to buy this thing, and it was great until the words on the box said "for a better life." And then I realized, you know what? If they put that on the box, they don't really have my best interest.
No,
Yeah,
they
no.
don't. You're fucked.
Then there was a great cologne. They said compare it to Drakkar Noir, which in and of itself, pretty bad advertising. But they said nice for the ladies.
Nice for the ladies. Nice for the ladies. I think I smelled that the other day.
Brad was posting these for a while. He's like throwing them up on Facebook all the time. He had them. It was great.
There were some good ones. But I think my favorite was the crayons that said 48, and then it said hours of fun underneath. And they didn't realize that it just read 48 hours of fun.
2 days and throw them out, bitch.
So there were 48 crayons in
It
there.
came with a bag of meth and
Because on that 49th hour, you just drop it. That's it.
What a
you
deal.
just drop it. You're
What a
throwing
deal.
crayons off to the side, and you're cursing your parents.
Wait
and
till
you're
you
asking
get-
your grandmother for cash. It was
I tell you what, though, guys, there's no place that you can fucking spend $1 and have so much fun.
Well, like I
with it.
said, if you want fucking plastic army men or fucking farm animals, it's a fucking place to be.
I like the army men because they're all army men from like the 50s.
Yeah.
Nobody, not one army man has worn those uniforms.
Yeah,
They haven't
exactly.
changed those molds.
No, they're not. It's all Korean War fucking army men.
Exactly.
They all
And
got
then they're all in
muskets
one
and
position.
shit.
My son is like, how come we can't position them differently? I'm like, they have a base. They have a base. And he's got 4,000 other friends in this bag for $1.
For $1. Exactly. But that's where I go and buy all my broken stuff. It's yeah, it's cool.
I actually, we have these things that we buy for our, leftovers, and they're like shower caps. And then I realized they're shower caps.
They are shower caps.
I got so excited. Well, they got 3 different sizes, and you put them on both. And then I realized this just came out of a fucking funeral home. Fucking senior center.
Yeah.
And they're basically shower caps that people didn't use right before they fucking kicked it.
Yeah. Exactly.
And now I'm putting it on my fucking leftover ziti.
Yeah.
And I got the red one.
God, dude.
The red one used to mean, oh, that's a senior citizen with dementia and a large head.
Yeah.
Now that means, oh, giant plate of food.
Giant plate. Yeah.
But I mean, I can't believe we got so excited about elastic around a piece of plastic.
It's so funny because Leslie bought a shower cap there last week.
Like a legit shower cap?
A legit shower. She was fucking coloring her hair, and we walked in there, and she actually bought a fucking shower cap.
Did it have a red band on it?
One of them did. It came in a pack. Hello.
Yeah, well, the red band
What was red?
it helped her color her hair.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was the
dude.
same one that kept my fucking zucchini fresh.
What the fuck, man? I'm working at the fucking store.
I fucking love it, man.
God, I'm glad you love it. What the fuck? Hey, whatever. Stepping stone, I guess, to something greater.
All right, enough with the Dollar Tree shit. Mike, you like your job? Do you like your job?
Yeah, it's all right.
He loves it.
Do you like working?
No. Does
All right.
anyone like working?
Well, no. All right.
Unless
Yeah,
you're doing
right.
what you want to do,
We
Tell
have
you
to
that
say,
right now.
for as of June 6th,
1 year.
it's been 1 year.
Fucking
So
yeah.
June
Since we started
6th,
this show.
D-Day,
2017.
Yes.
What happened, Craig?
We came down here.
No, we
No,
weren't
we
even
were at
down
your
there. We were
house.
upstairs.
We were
We were
upstairs.
at your house.
No, we
The
were
first show?
on your deck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
that's right.
we were on the deck.
upstairs.
Yep. And I was hammered.
We were all hammered.
Extremely hammered.
We were all extremely
And
hammered.
I was not.
no.
I was stone
Yeah,
sober. I
yeah,
just
you were.
arrived,
Oh, that's right.
and I got cornered, and I got made fun of for drinking pussy beers.
Yeah, well, that was going to happen.
Yeah, there was.
It's
No matter
happens.
what.
Still,
And,
it still
and,
happens till this
and I
day.
never once saw the irony of taking pussy beer jokes from guys who drink Bud Light. But that aside, you cornered me and said, I want to do a podcast. And you looked at me square in the eyes. And then I looked to my left, and there was this fucking ape over here.
Yeah.
And yeah, I called him an ape.
But he's
So what?
100%
Oh my god,
white.
I'm offended.
No.
Yeah, I called him an ape. That's right.
Yep.
And I've also mentioned that he might be a part of ISIS.
Yeah.
So I'm putting myself on the same level as fucking Roseanne.
Right? Exactly.
I'm laughing about it.
Well, look at that.
MJ.
It's comedy. Fuck you.
MJV.
Whatever that means.
So anyway, yeah, we ended up deciding to do this fucking thing. It's a fucking year.
1 year.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we've had celebratory episodes.
Yeah.
We did a
We
flashback.
tried, yep.
Well, we would have normally done the flashback for our 1 year anniversary. But again, Mike got the douche chills, and that was it.
And that was it. We had,
That was it. So
we had
we-
a stuffing episode in there.
We
so
kinda had to rush it.
piece that together.
Please, come on. It was great.
And it worked because that episode actually probably helped get us on this network. Yeah. So
Yeah.
in a
My own douchey way. I know.
in a roundabout way,
know.
your absolute fucking menstruation got us a fucking spot on the Damaged Goods Network, and I'm feeling good about that.
Me
So,
too, man.
what do we got
Fucking
planned for the
psyched.
coming year? What do we think is going to happen a year from now? Considering
Fucking-
all the bitching and moaning and whining, and we're going to get to that in a minute.
Hopefully going
yeah.
strong with damaged goods.
Yeah, and you know what I mean? And we stop, hopefully the network picks up a few more shows and we
Hell
actually
yeah.
fucking stop rocking this shit.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely,
Just
man.
actually fucking hit shows. Bang.
Hopefully I'm still alive.
One after
in here.
another.
That's another thing.
Well,
That's the other thing.
Well,
My
way to
doctor
bring
said
that
it-
shit down.
Yeah.
Jesus
hopefully-
Christ, Mike.
Whatever.
Your doctor tell you.
Sanjay's in the house.
You got
That's
straight
why
up
I'm done.
fucking
Don't worry
AIDS?
about it. Not straight up, but roundabout, maybe.
Right roundabout AIDS. Yeah. You got that pre-AIDS.
You get that pre-AIDS shit going on.
I like pre-AIDS. I'm going to use that. I got Ethan's Little League game tomorrow.
Pre-AIDS!
Okay, why are you not cheering? You got pre-AIDS? Cheer these kids on.
Does he have a game
That's
tomorrow?
right.
9:15.
Fucking clap.
Oh my god, dude! I'm
What
going.
do you got to clap?
I'm going. Where's the game at? Is it around here?
Oh, fuck if I know.
I'm going.
It's around here. It's the Bristol Warren Little League. Where
Yeah,
do you think we're going?
That's what I can, yeah.
We're going to
going.
Fenway? Where do you think we're going?
I'm going.
I'm
beer.
glad we're at a year. I feel like half the show in the last few months has been us congratulating ourselves
Yeah, exactly.
or planning. So I don't want to get too into it. But
No.
I definitely think we've gone from a couple thousand regular listeners.
Yep.
And I would say of those couple thousand regular listeners, we don't know how many of them are just downloading
Just
it.
downloading it or
versus
coming back.
listening.
Yeah.
And, that's the problem with
We
iTunes.
need people to subscribe.
We do. But the problem with subscriptions is they'll subscribe and then their phones will download it and we getting credit for that. And
Yeah.
maybe they're just sitting there in their homes going, fuck
Yeah,
these guys.
that's-
Why they keep showing up on my
Yeah,
phone?
exactly. Yeah.
So it's more about engagement. So what I'm thinking is go to our page
Yep.
and leave us a comment
Yeah, comment
on the
it.
Podbean page or go on Facebook and leave us a comment there or go on iTunes and leave us a review.
Yeah, any kind of comment like Craig's a douche and Mike's awesome or fucking
That's not going to be it.
shit like that. It'll work. Anything like
No,
that
but-
will work.
Anything. Tell us, give us feedback.
I just feel like we're at a point where if we continue to say, hey, we're here, and then nobody's actually doing anything to say, hey, we're here too,
Yep.
it's not going to work well for us.
Yeah,
exactly.
And
gotta
I don't
go
want to
both
lose our
ways.
spot on this network either.
No, not
Definitely.
at
You
all.
know?
But you know what? We got it. We're here. We're on the Damaged Goods Network.
I'm fucking
We got a
psyched
bunch of
about
great
this.
shows. We got some support, I think, with other shows.
They got like 11,000 followers.
Yeah. And, we got some support with some other shows. They're great people. Hopefully,
Awesome shows too,
You know,
man.
Well, but where do you see yourself?
Funny
I mean,
shit.
I got a few ideas. I do think we'll have a bigger audience. I think we'll have more involved listeners.
yeah.
I think we're going to introduce 5 more segments, and I think we're going to abandon 5 others just as quickly. I think we're going to reformat the show 11 more times.
Most likely.
I don't think we'll have a name for Mike's Roundup versus what we were calling the Roundup.
Nope.
I don't think that'll be resolved within 365 days. I think I'm still going to have audio problems because I can't stop fucking filleting the mic. I don't think Mike's still going to be able to listen back to an episode when we're done so
No.
we can find out points.
Never happened.
I gotta go make sausage, guys.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. I imagine all of us having bitch fits on the regular.
Right.
And we'll talk about that in a second. I think we'll still rip off the Letterman top 10 because it's low-hanging fruit, so fuck them.
Yep.
And I still don't think, no matter how hard we try, I don't think we're ever going to be as dirty and fucking raunchy and fucking degenerate as our new label mates.
Yeah,
over at the Damn
no,
Comics
probably
Goods
not.
Network.
Yeah.
But motherfuckers, I'm going to raise one more glass and I'm
Hell
going to
yeah.
crack it to you.
Thank God I just opened this beer too. Sweet.
Fucking love you. Thank you for having us.
Yep.
We're enjoying the ride.
Hell yeah, guys.
And we're going to try to adapt to the ways and means as soon as humanly possible.
Exactly. So you know what? This all happened, and it was funny. We got the call that night. We were accepted to the network. And then within an hour and a half, we had probably the biggest argument we've ever had.
That wasn't an argument.
No,
it
there was a fucking
fight.
blowout
fucking
fight.
blowout.
Yes. And it was ridiculous. And it was Mike's fault.
And
then we were...
And you
Hey, I'll admit
No.
it was my fault. I'm a big
you know what?
man, and I'm not just talking
You're a
about
big man.
fucking wide
Yeah,
wise.
no. Oh, all right.
But
yeah.
yeah, no, it was my fault. It was my fault.
It was fucking insane.
No, you spelled retarded wrong.
Yeah.
Absolutely one of the dumbest things I've ever been a part of.
It was
yeah,
insane.
it was stupid.
Okay.
It was just a fucking bitch fest.
the
Apparently, our periods synced up.
You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me. It actually reminded me because I have no brothers. I have a sister. It reminded me of like fucking one of those
sibling
drag-down,
fucking
big-time
fight for
sibling
no
fight.
reason.
And
Well,
then,
there was
you know,
reasons, but
I mean,
you know, but there,
we're not
it was-
going to get into it
No,
again.
but
But
whatever.
what happened was there was a disagreement about a way a joke was delivered.
Yes.
And that was it. It wasn't about the joke itself. It was literally about the delivery.
Delivery.
And we felt, we meaning me and Craig.
And I think, and
Yeah.
it wasn't just that; it was a buildup of maybe some other stuff
This-
around it. That was the thing.
absolutely like a fucking gas keg sitting at a gas station.
It was a fucking
with
car
somebody
crash.
smoking
That
nearby.
fucking thing had an oily
Yeah.
rag sitting on the side. Yeah, it was fucking.
Yeah,
Love
yeah.
that shit though. You
Oh,
guys
it
don't
was
like that stuff?
fucking stupid.
It was fucking bad.
So we had
pisses me
a
off.
screaming, bloody argument. Mike told us to get the fuck out of the house at least 3 times.
And
yeah,
they didn't fucking go.
nope.
No,
Son of a
and then we
bitches.
said, "Hey, kid, come down here," and he's like, "All right." And then he came back down with food, so everything was okay again.
Yeah, and,
then we did the show.
finish the show.
We did, and not only that, we did a better job.
Yeah.
did a
We
way better
actually
job.
did a better job the second
We did a
take.
way
Because I
better job.
deleted the first take.
Yes, I
You
think
deleted
we,
it or you didn't record it?
No, I didn't record it. That's what it was. That's what it was. I didn't
okay.
record it. Yeah.
All right, so my question was this: Mike, Brad, and Craig had a bit of a kerfuffle,
Yes, we did,
and the future of the show was in doubt.
and it was.
What did each of us think the other 2 guys were thinking of saying during this 1 hour waste of oxygen? And so I lead off, and I thought Mike was thinking I'd bash Craig in his neck thing, but I have sausages burning upstairs.
And Mike said, "Oh, these motherfuckers are gonna eat some sausage."
I had Brad saying if we were in the garage, this would have never have happened.
It's fucking right. You know that, right?
know.
Yeah,
We've never
right.
fought in the garage.
I know.
We only fight in your house.
I know.
I thought Craig was saying Brad is just sitting here quietly, probably correcting my grammar and staring at my neck thing.
Listen, Brad saying, "I'm not eating any fucking sausage."
And he's right.
And Craig saying, this is the perfect time for me to slip upstairs and drop a deuce.
Oh, he does that.
Oh yeah.
Fucking cocksucker, we're on to you, bro.
Fucking-
we know. Oh, yeah, all your secrets
Call
are
them
out,
the dog
man.
drops. They're like,
All your secrets
Like,
are out. I
I'm
know
like
you
a
go
fucking
upstairs to
stealth
the other
bomber.
bathroom.
You're like a
drop
ninja.
yeah.
You're like a shitting ninja. I had Mike saying, I wish Chuck Connors was here to settle this.
I'm like, I already forgot what this argument was about, but fuck these guys anyway.
And Brad, okay, so tomorrow I hit up Walmart, Toys R Us, and anywhere else I can find pop figures for sale.
Yeah.
I may not have been thinking that during.
Not during, but
Not during, but it was
right
definitely
after.
something to consider if the show was
was
going to get
close.
canceled.
Yeah.
I had Craig saying Mike wishes Chuck Connors was here to settle it.
Brad, I went to college. What the fuck am I doing here?
I didn't see that one.
Every
damn it.
fucking night.
That was a good one.
Every fucking night.
Yeah, and Craig saying, "Wow, now I really wished I had recorded that."
And you know what? And you know what, Mike? It's no guarantee.
No,
It's no
fucking
guarantee.
guarantee,
Sometimes
yeah.
we're just talking the dead air, man.
I just had a check. I
Yeah,
just
it's a
looked.
rolling. Hey, is that thing recording? By the way, check it. Is that
It's
thing-
going.
All right,
Oh, it's
all right,
rolling,
all right.
dude.
Oh, I'm glad it's going because I had Mike's. The one thing I really thought Mike was thinking is I'd fucking stab Brad with the Viking sword, but I got winded thinking about swords because they're long and hard like dicks. And I secretly like dicks. I mean, not enough to give up my wife in marriage, but like if I spent a night in prison, it wouldn't be the worst thing, you know? I mean, like, I like touching my own cock. Is that really any different to touching another guy's cock? I mean, I have hair. My barber touches it, and I'm sure he touches his own, right? Is that gay too? You know what? Great hair? Vikings. Yeah, speaking of which, I'd fucking stab Brad with the Viking sword. Where am I?
That's exactly what I was thinking, brother.
Oh my god. How
Fucking
can I
suck. You're gonna vomit? Is that what you said?
How can I follow that?
Oh,
No, keep going because I got a few more.
Myself.
That's fucking fantastic.
That's fucking unbelievable.
And also 100% accurate.
Well, I also,
It is definitely.
this one's pretty accurate too because I had Mike.
Here.
I'm so pissed. I forgot my back, hip, neck, and foot hurt.
Brad saying, "Damn, I can see Craig's reflection on Jerry's ball sack." Sorry, Jerry's my dog, and he's got big balls.
Yeah, we
Right.
got new listeners. Yeah. I had Craig saying, Jesus Christ, do these guys know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
So I had Brad saying, he must go upstairs and tell his wife we're such assholes.
Oh, you totally do too. You know you did. You ran up
No.
there. You cried to your
No,
wife.
I did not.
You cried
Did you
like
hear
a
what I
bitch.
said?
You cried like a bitch.
All right,
I
let's
love those
continue
guys, but I
on.
can't. All right. So I had Craig singing. I think Brad's lying. I think his nose just got bigger. Oh no, wait, no, never mind.
It's all right. I owned you already. Fuck
I
it.
know you fuck.
I had Mike saying, I once saw a fight like this on the new season of The Love Boat with special guests Lyle Wagner, Paul Williams, and a sexy appearance by Charo.
Charo.
And I had Mike saying, I'm going upstairs and telling my wife what a bunch of assholes these guys are.
There it is. All right, so we're getting to a point here. We still don't know what to call that segment. We kind of thought it was the roundup, but it's not the roundup. Mike's thing, also not entirely the roundup. So we're going to call this one kind of like Springer's final thought. We're going to call it Dick Face's final thought.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, no problem.
I love you
Go ahead.
guys too. So we learned a lot this week about ourselves and each other. We've also learned how to overcome an argument.
Is that what we did?
We've also learned how to work out our problems and be civil. Okay, all right.
Lies.
That last one is never going to be true.
Yeah.
But we're on our way. We are on our way, guys.
Yeah.
And another thing we've uncovered was that there's always an audience willing to hear what you want to say. And I'm happy we found like-minded network hosts to invite us in. So here's a shout out to everyone at DG, and we look forward to the future of NTS and the Damaged Goods Network. And oh yeah, we
See
also-
dog run. See.
me no read so good. And another thing that we learned this week
What?
is
What?
I make
What?
way too much sausage.
Yeah. Oh,
Way too
oh
much.
my
That's way
God.
too much.
I just want to
Way
know
too
where
much.
Jane is because we found Dick. All right, let's do some fucking housekeeping.
Let's
Wrap
do
this
it.
bitch
Yeah,
up.
let's do this up.
Yeah. It's
All right,
fucking
so
mess over
I don't
there.
think we need to get into show news. It's pretty obvious. We
Yeah.
are,
This is
as
Ben
of this week, the newest member of the Damaged Goods Network, and I'm going to raise my third and final
again.
toast of the evening
Final toast of the evening.
to THC, Shade,
Yep.
Fire.
Fireball Jesus, fucking Shade, Lily Bongwater, Matt,
THC.
and Clay.
We're still getting used to all the
Yeah,
names.
we're gonna
repeat them.
I got them all. I think I got most of them.
We're missing
If I
a few.
missed
We're
some,
missing
I'm
a few.
sorry, but that's it. That's a network.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Hell yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, we're
And accepting us.
yeah, and we're about to like rock this thing. So let's do it right. So thank you for having us. It's been a blast just on Slack alone. Just having
yeah.
these chats with you motherfuckers.
fun.
No doubt, man.
And you're all kind of crazy. And I'm feeling good about that.
We love
because,
that, man.
I mean, if I can end the day, even if you guys are just out of your fucking minds, I'll end my day feeling better about myself.
Yeah.
And that's a good win.
Yeah.
That's a good win.
Exactly.
But it's also a really good podcast network. Everybody on this channel is fucking enjoyable.
Fucking love it.
Okay, they're good at what we do. Okay, we're all good at what we do.
Unapologetic and fun.
Okay, we're honest. We're
Yep.
just honest people.
I'm
So
sorry.
God bless it. So we got a bunch of links to go through. First, we'll go through ours.
Yep.
If you want to get a hold of us on social media, at NTS_podcast on Twitter. I had somebody point out that I've been wrong this whole time. If you want to find us on Facebook, it's at NTS Podcast, no underscore.
Oh, there is no underscore.
On Facebook, honestly, really, who's on Facebook anymore? Who cares?
Yeah,
Who
fuck
cares?
Facebook.
I haven't lost an ounce of sleep over this.
Nope.
It's ntsrundowns.com. Christy is
Yes,
still
Christy.
definitely doing this.
Christy.
Thank you, Christy.
And Christy, by the way, when you guys finally get your shit in gear
Yep.
and want to get a show going,
Yes.
there might be a network you can join. We'd love to have you. On the damaged goods side, Craig,
Just go to damagedgoodsinc.com and you're going to find 6 great shows. You're going to find the Damaged Goods Show, the flagship. You're going to find Claytime, and you're going to find Daddy Issues, and you're going to find Beta Testing, and Baked and Awake. And then, of course, you're going to find Needless to Say. 6 great shows on a great network. Needless to say, we said it.